Thanks for stopping by to see what I'm up to today. Today, or rather this evening, I want to tell you a little story. I've got my remote radio set up out, practicing with my straight key, doing a little CW, a little FT8, a little FT4, and yes, you can do remote radio on hotel Wi-Fi. It just all depends. Sometimes I can, sometimes I can't. Tonight, I've got open Wi-Fi in a hotel that doesn't have a lot of restrictions, a lot of ports smashed down, and I'm able to get from one part of Virginia to another where my radio is and do remote radio. But tonight, that's not why I'm here. I want to tell you this story. It's about a ham operator who didn't know his radio quite well enough, and that was me. The other night, I was doing a live stream, hunting a little POTA, having a little fun, and I ran up against a band edge, and I know my rules, that 347, you just can't transmit past 350, and I hit the transmit button, and nothing happened, and I kind of knew, oh, my transmit must be wide, so I messed around with the receive filters, couldn't get anything done, hunted through menus, and still couldn't get anything done. The transmit bandwidth was too wide, and I couldn't solve the problem. Very often, us hams can have more than one radio, and we kind of know what it does, but sometimes in a pinch, we can't figure out how to exactly get to it. So here we are on 14347, and we all know that's the edge of the band, but we can transmit there because we're not going to go over. Well, this is the button that makes my radio that's connected to this Maestro, this remote unit, transmit. And I press it and nothing's happening. Now, I'm saying to myself, maybe my transmit bandwidth is too wide. So immediately, I went up to this button, and this button doesn't control that particular function. It controls bandwidth and filtering for receiving. So I'm able to change the low position. If you notice this gray area get larger and smaller, I'm able to change the low position. I'm able to change the high position with the inner and the outer ring. If I press and hold, I'm able to shift it. I'm able to shrink it. But none of that is going to change the fact that the radio is transmit inhibited. It won't let me. So yesterday I'm like, I knew better, but I was just pushing things to feel better on the live stream. And I pressed the TX menu and I looked, and I overlooked this red band. Inhibit out of band. And I looked at this menu and I didn't see, it didn't occur to me. Had I been more familiar and went here and shrunk my transmit filter, I would have been able to transmit. Fundamentally, I wasn't familiar enough with my radio. I knew the rules, I knew I was at 347, I was right at the band edge, but I should have been able to transmit. So no matter how many times I press the transmit button, it's not going to do it until I lower the transmit bandwidth, and now I can transmit. Watch the transmit button turn red. Is the frequency in use? Is the frequency in use? Test, Kilo 0, Whiskey Hotel Whiskey. No need to answer this call. Is there a moral to this story? Yes, there is. Get out and have fun with your radio. You're going to make mistakes, I promise you. Forgive yourself, just like you should forgive everyone else who makes mistakes on the radios. Forgive yourself. Keep a copy of your manual handy. I have one on my phone, one on each laptop, one on each tablet. Refamiliarize yourself occasionally with the operation of the radio. Make a plan when you're going out on an event and think about that plan and what functions you're going to use. And again, read the manual. Speaking of goals, I had made a goal of contacting the ham radio duo, Mike and Becky, and for Foxtrot, 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 and N for Bravo, Kilo, Yankee, and I got them both. The other night I got Becky with the paddle, and tonight I got Mike with the straight key. So make a goal, go have fun. Go out, have fun with your radio. Be nice to yourself, be nice to others. Thanks for stopping by.